Welcome to Talking Trash, and today is part 2 of bath bombs. So we're making a non-toxic bath bomb. The first ingredients we put in there are baking soda, 8 ounces. We put in 4 ounces of citric acid. We put in 4 ounces of cornstarch. And we put in 4 ounces of bath salts, which is Epsom salts. You can use Dead Sea salts if you want. And basically that's what we have in here. It's dry ingredients. So we're going to mix those up together and we're going to get kind of the lumps out. So it kind of looks good already. Not edible, but it looks pretty good. Not many lumps. And just so you know, it's not going to be perfect every time. I'm going to show you one of my epic fails, but that's kind of the fun thing about it, is it's not going to be perfect every time, and you just have to go with it, and you can still use it. You got to work with it a little bit. So that looks pretty good. Oops. It kind of looks like a thicker flour, but it's got everything mixed up, all the dry ingredients. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the wet ingredients. So I've got a little bit of water here, and we're going to do 3/4 of a tablespoon of water. And so I've got a tablespoon here, and so I'm going to use a tablespoon, but I'm not going to fill it quite full. So I'm going to put that in the measuring cup. And then we're going to do 2.5 tablespoons of oil, and you can use any kind of oil, a light oil that you'd like. I'm using avocado oil. You can use jojoba oil or almond oil, any kind of oil that you have. Those are great oils to do it too. So I love avocado oil because you can cook with it and you can put it in your bath bombs. Coconut oil you could use too. Absolutely. And so 2.5 tablespoons of the oil, and you're mixing this with your wet ingredients. So there's one. You remember how you used to hear about oil and water don't mix? So you can kind of see that in here. But it's still going to work. So there's 2.5. I'm going to set that down, and then my spoon is in the dry. So just kind of, oh, you know what? Actually, I have a whisk here. Let's whisk, just because it's here and it's kind of fun. Okay, now comes the challenge. Now you're going to take this. Oh, let's put a flavor in it first. I'm going to get that out of my way. And what flavor should we go for? Raina likes peppermint, so we're going to go with peppermint. Raina's going to take this home tonight. So they say about 2 tablespoons. So I kind of go by the smell test. When I can really smell it, that's when I stop. And then you can also add food coloring at this time in this wet mixture. I like the natural look, so I don't use food coloring, but please go ahead. So I'm going to put this. Oh, I love that smell. Oh, and then sometimes I do it like this. Oh, and you can do that with anything. Even if you're eating lemons, you have lemon and some iced tea or something, put it on your hands and do this, and so good. Yum, yum. Could almost eat it now. That smells good. Now what you're going to do is you're going to add this to the dry mixture, but slowly. You're going to add a little bit and you're going to mix, and it looks like it's not going to mix very well. And so you can actually, once you get this mixed in, you can add a little bit of water at a time, but you want to do that about a teaspoon at a time, because what happens when you add water to the baking soda? What does it do? If you ever use it for cleaning, it fizzes, doesn't it? It fizzes. And so that's what it's going to do here. And I'll show you my epic fail. It fizzed. Someone at work today said, is that supposed to be running out of the mold and onto the carpet? So, that's pretty much an epic fail. But you know what? Go for it. It's fun. It's fun anyway. So you're going to do that. You're going to continue that. Oops, I poured it in really quick because we're trying to get through this, and it's fizzing a little bit. So you're going to mix it up like this. When you get it the consistency that you can actually mold it, and there might be some of that. You know what? I'm going to put a pinch of this in. I love lavender. This is lavender buds. You can add that in here too. And it's so pretty. It looks so natural. You can also add nutmeg if you'd like. You could grate some nutmeg in there, or you can add cloves. Any of that. It's all great. So we're going to do this. I'm going to keep adding a little bit of water. Actually, there's a little bit more oil in here. Then I'm going to add a little bit of oil, and you'll be able to see teaspoon at a time. It's bubbling right now. And I'll have Raina take a little picture of this before we're all done. It's bubbling. And that means that I added it too quick. But you get the drift anyway. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take, I'm going to take one here, and when you get it together and it starts to form, to make a form, that's when it's good to put it in a mold. I'm going to show you, first I'll show you my epic fail. Bad, really bad. Here is a great example of, you can use any kind of mold you want, cookie molds or anything. And then I kind of have to pry it out of here a little bit. And because there's no color in it, but you can see the shape of a shell. You can use cupcake. I have a wonderful one that I love, Mickey Mouse. You can use any of these shapes. And then let these dry overnight. You can put it in any kind of container that you'd like to share it as a gift. And then when people take a bath, you throw it in the tub. Yeah! Have fun. Have a great time and non-toxic bath bombs. Have a great day.